the start gate. This place is erupting.
Saying hello to the new world champ, baby.
Welcome to Canada for the Kicking Horse Golden BC Pro, the third stop of the 2025 FIS Freeride World Tour by Peak Performance. Renowned for its prime freeride conditions, the FWT riders are always thrilled to return to one of British Columbia's crown jewels, the Kicking Horse Mountain Resort. Situated in the heart of the Purcell Mountains in the Canadian Rockies, the area boasts great powder and fantastic backcountry terrain. Ozone is an iconic contest venue that offers technical descents with cornices, steep couloirs, and massive cliffs. The mountain recently got 30 centimeters, or about a foot of fresh powder, guaranteeing great conditions for the contest. The snowboard women will be the first to rip into the powder today at Kicking Horse Mountain Resort. Noémie Eki leads the snowboard women rankings, followed by Audrey Hébert and Anna Martinez. Reigning world champion Erin Sauvé needs a big result to kick her season into high gear here in Kicking Horse. And here at the top of the face, dropping in now, Anna Martinez, the 24-year-old out of Chamonix, France, getting things started with a mute grab off that first feature. Now traversing across on her toe side edge over a very exposed part of the face. The judges do not count this traverse within their scoring criteria. Due to its dangerous nature, the scoring recommences here with a big drop into this fresh powder, scoring some nice turns there as Anna Martinez comes down to this big rock nose and stomps that one clean. Just keeping things under control as she switches from toe side to heel side edge here. Series of nice powder carves in a very steep part of the face, riding through her slough there. Coming into this couloir, what she got for us, one last ollie down the bottom as she straight lines it to the finish area. That was her first big drop. Here's a different angle once she'd traversed over to the rider's left-hand side of the face. Fantastic performance for the young French lady out of Chamonix, 78 points, and Anna Martinez into the lead for the moment. Michaela Davis-Meehan, one of the vets on tour, the 33-year-old out of Newcastle, Australia, hitting that same feature up top as Anna Martinez and traversing over on her heel side edge, even more difficult than toe side. And she has made it through this traverse, heading over to the same feature at the top that we saw Anna Martinez hit, and taking that even bigger than Anna, it looks like. That was a great drop there for Michaela Davis-Meehan, and another big drop into some beautiful high-speed powder carves there, keeping things under control, really enjoying the snow here on the Ozone face. And Michaela making her way down to the into the same couloir and hitting that same rocky feature and off to the finish line. So very similar runs from the two snowboard women. There's a look from up top. Looks like she got the indie grab on that one as well. A big drop down the bottom. So two big airs and this third one here. So once she made that traverse straight down in the fall line for Michaela Davis-Meehan, the score to beat, 78 points. and 81.33 for the Australian. Erin Sauvé, our reigning world champion out of Canada, hits that first feature up top, the same as the other ladies, with the grab, with the indie grab. And following the same traverse, the same line as her two fellow competitors. Now Erin, the reigning world champ, though, currently sitting in 7th position with a big drop there. So finishing 5th and 7th, or last place in the last contest. Erin's looking for a big result here, and there's a big drop there from the Canadian from just down the road here in British Columbia, from Rosslyn, BC. I'm getting a little bit of air there and taking a different line through the trees there. Kind of missing that that last feature that we saw Michaela and Anna Martinez hit, but a solid run from Erin Sauvé. There's the first drop on this part of the face. That second one was large, keeping that speed under control and just missing that last feature there. So potentially not as good. There you can see Red Mountain Resort, where Erin Sauvé is a snowboard instructor. 3rd place, 71.67. Noémie Equille, the current snowboard women ranking leader, 24 years old, out of Val Thorens, France, where she took 2nd place at the Val Thorens Pro at the last stop on the Freeride World Tour. Getting things started up top with a nice indie grab off the cornice, linking some big powder turns, taking a different line from the 3 other snowboard women we saw before. A big drop there for Noémie Equille. Couple little powder slashes and getting another ollie onto her heel side edge to keep that speed under control, coming into a very peppery section here with little rocks under the snow, getting a bunch of air, but landing in the back seat, a full back seat back slap landing there. So the judges will knock that some points off for that landing of Noémie Equille. We can see it in the judging criteria there. Red in the control criteria. Right there, completely sitting down, and the board popping out on the landing. So will not be Noémie's best result of the season. 67.67 points, and 4th place for the French lady. And congratulations to Australia's Michaela Davis-Meehan on her first event win since kicking horse in 2023. France's Anna Martinez and Canada's Erin Sauvé secure well-needed ranking points in 2nd and 3rd.
So much relief, especially I crashed the last 2 comps, so I needed this one, even just to stay on my feet, just, you know, a bit of confidence as well for myself, and I've done it, so I'm ready for the next one. Keep it going.
Rookie Noémie Equille retains the lead in the snowboard women rankings. Anna Martinez moves up to 2nd, and Michaela Davis-Meehan takes a big jump from 6th to 3rd. Audrey Hébert now occupies the 4th and final place above the qualification cut line. Next up today, in the Freeride Playground of British Columbia, are the snowboard men. France's Enzo Nilo wears the golden bib, arriving in Golden, BC, while his compatriot and reigning world champion Victor de la Rue is tied for 2nd with Swiss rookie Remy Benamo. California-born Canadian Jonathan Penfield is currently 4th. And here he is, Jonathan Penfield, the 37-year-old born in Truckee, California, currently residing in Whistler Blackcomb, and the newly naturalized Canadian citizen. He is a biochemist in his spare time and a fantastic snowboarder on the Freeride World Tour, the 2-time runner-up to the world title, getting things going here on a completely new line with a big double, finishing that off with the backside 360 into the front side 360. So really on fire. And another ollie there with the little method grab for John Penfield. So that was a quick run from the top to the bottom for the Canadian. There is the backside 360. Here's another look at it again. Just going a little bit front of the board, almost lost it there, and then got the front side 3 down below with the slob grab. So a great start for Jonathan Penfield, 74.67 and first place currently. In the start gate now, this is Victor Delarue, the 3-time world champion, 34 years old, originally out of Saint-Lary in the French Pyrenees Mountains. Hits that same small feature up top as we saw some of the snowboard women take. And the big backside 360 there for Victor off that first feature up top into a heel side turn. The front side 360 now. Following that up with a toe side powder carve. Ooh, and getting a little bit out of control there, throwing another backside 3. So backside 3, frontside 3, backside 3, and the straight down to the finish line for Victor Delarue. Currently tied for second place in the snowboard men rankings. There's that big 360 up top, and then just straight lining it down this chute, probably looking for another air up there, not quite finding it. Almost came unstuck there in the second backside 3 down the bottom. .88.67, and Victor Delarue takes the lead from Jonathan Penfield. Victor Delarue's traveling partner, one of his 2 traveling partners with Camille Armand. This is Enzo Nilo, the 31-year-old out of Biarritz, France, currently leading the snowboard men rankings after first place at the last event, the inaugural edition of the Val Thorens Pro in the French Alps. Here is Enzo in the Canadian Rockies, throwing the front side 360 at high speed off of the cornice at the top of the face. Enjoying the fresh powder, coming down to the same cliff feature as Victor Delarue, hitting a backside 360 off of that one as well. And following Victor's line more or less for the moment. And another backside 360. Ooh, and coming unstuck in that, off that salt and pepper feature there in the same place as Noémie Eki, the French ranking leader in the snowboard women category. So beautiful backside 360 at the top. You can see it there, lots of red in the control criteria. Not quite landing that as well as he would have liked, and then coming unstuck on that rocky outcropping there. So this will be a disappointing result for Enzo Nilo. 57 points and 5th place currently for the Frenchman. Holden Samuels, the 25-year-old out of the US of A, grew up in Big Sky, Montana, so in conditions very similar to here in the Canadian Rockies. A quick air up top, another big ollie transfer over that feature out into this large, wide open couloir with plenty of untracked snow, and picking his own line, going for the big backside air off that feature. Now following some lines into this mandatory cliff to exit that one, stomping that one clean, and enjoying the powder. Some big high-speed turns on his way to the finish line. There's that massive ollie transfer from Holden Samuels. And from another angle, needing a big result here, currently sitting 11th out of 12 in the snowboard men rankings. And landing next to the bomb hole on that last drop. What's it gonna be? 88.67 the score to beat, 79.67, and second place currently for the 25-year-old American. In the start gate now, currently tied for second in the rankings with Victor Delarue. This is Remy Benemo, the 24-year-old rookie out of Switzerland, riding in the resort of Zinal in the Zinal Gremitz, Switzerland, dropping off the cornice and straight into a big backside 360. And getting stuck on the landing there, so he'll be docked some control points from the judges. A big drop there off that nose into a rather untracked part of the face for the moment, though heading over to join some tracks of the riders who've come before him, throwing a big backflip off that bottom feature. Here's the replay. That's the backside 360 up top, sitting down on the landing there. And yeah, really sitting down in the deep powder and missing the grab, but sticking the landing on that bottom drop and the back flip. And there's Victor Delarue's score, 71 points for Remy Benemo, and fourth place for the rider out of Switzerland. In the start gate now. Yes, indeed, Michael, it is your turn. This is Michael Mon, the 25-year-old out of Bridger Bowl, Montana. He's Holden Samuel's riding buddy, originally out of Breckenridge, Colorado. Going for a big backside 360 off the cornice, full speed ahead. Michael Mon, former event winner, not here, but two-time winner of the Baquer Barret Pro in Spain, the season opener. Nice drop up top there for Michael, keeping things under control. The few powder turns and under control on his front side edge as he sets up this drop here. Gets the indie grab. He successfully makes it over that peppery section up top and spreads his wings for a straight down to the finish area, the backside 360 off the cornice. And getting the indie grab there and keeping it under control over that peppery rock outcropping down the bottom. Score dropping now for Michael Mon. What's it gonna be? 73.33, and fourth place for the American. He's happy with that. Congratulations to France's Victor Delarue, who takes his second event win of the season. The USA's Holden Samuels and Canada's Jonathan Penfield join the Frenchman on the podium.
Now I'm super stoked of these good results because this is going to help me for the rest of the season to feel more free, have more fun, don't stress too much, and just go for it. So super stoked for that.
Victor Delarue reclaims the golden bib. Jonathan Penfield is back on the podium in second, and pre-event leader Enzo Nilo is now third in the snowboard men rankings.